The Red Bull Ring is going to look slightly different this weekend for MotoGP, as we have a new chicane between turns 1 and 3. The chicane comes as no surprise, as it has been introduced for safety measures after the horrific crash we've seen in 2020 with Franco Morbidelli and Johann Zarco. The speed the riders will approach the slow hairpin style corner at the top of the hill will be rapidly reduced thanks to the chicane put in place, so a repeat incident of the 2020 crash is very unlikely to happen. But with this new addition to the circuit comes changes to the characteristics of how the Red Bull Ring will affect different bike manufacturers. Ducati and KTM are the only two teams that have won at this circuit since its return to the calendar in 2016. The nature of the now older layout allowed for Ducati in particular to use all their horsepower from their desmocedici engine, but with the chicane put in place, will they struggle? Well, probably not. The Ducati in recent times has great corner exit compared to how it used to be in previous years. So I don't think chicane is going to be a limiting factor for Ducati, as the rest of the circuit has stayed the same and they are particularly strong in the final sector. What it does do is bring other bikes and riders closer to Ducati, as the chicane will help teams like Suzuki and Yamaha get the best out of their bikes in terms of the strong traits of agility that they have. And after watching the crazy race from last season with Brad Binder winning on slicks, the one thing that really impressed me before the rain started to fall last season was the late braking abilities of Fabio Quartararo on the Yamaha. This was a huge advantage for him as he's able to make up so much time on the brakes, and when you think about the chicane that is in place now, he won't have to be on the limit as much as they brake for turn 3. So we could see Fabio fight for victory this weekend, as it is a track that he has had 2 podiums around already. Will we see KTM performing strongly on home turf? It's going to be tough. They will need a miracle like last year with Brad Binder, but you never know. Austria is a strange circuit. The weather can play a massive factor this weekend, so don't count out KTM and Brad Binder or even Miguel Oliveira, as he has won here in the past as well. Another factor going into this weekend, of course, is the Aprilia of Maverick Vinales and Alicia Spargaro. Spargaro is still recovering from his heel fracture that he suffered after that huge crash in FP4 at Silverstone. But I expect to see him fighting at the front of the pack this weekend, as the Aprilia has worked around every circuit that we've raced around this season. Looking at his teammate, Maverick Vinales is in great form at the moment, and after 2 consecutive podiums at Aston and Silverstone, on which he nearly won the race, heading to Austria must bring back memories of his famous split with Yamaha last season. And how good would it be to see him perform at the front of the pack this weekend? Could you imagine if Maverick won the race? Now that would be pretty amazing, and what a comeback story that would be. But with MotoGP in 2022, we simply can't predict who's going to win, as it changes week by week. For all we know, Jorge Martin or Enea Bastianini will end up winning this weekend, and that will make Ducati's lives even worse as they try to find a replacement for Jack Miller and the teammate for Pecco Bagnaia in 2023. So my advice for this weekend, sit back and enjoy it. Austria is always a fun place for MotoGP, and I expect the race this weekend to be the same. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to Crash MotoGP for more content. We will see you in the next video.